Hey, you guys. Dave, you have a problem there, huh? Good evening. Good evening. Thank you guys for being here. Hi, Jesus is Lord. Welcome, welcome, welcome to right now sunny Minnesota. So this is the one thing I like about daylight savings time is that we can actually be light later on. So anyway, Dave, I would mail it to you, only it might get confiscated before it gets to you. So I'm not sure. So, hey, Alicia, thanks so much for being here. Where's my other list? What did I do? Huh. Okay, must be under there. So anyway, thank you so much. A fellow redheaded friend. You talking about me? My hair is actually, well, it's mostly brown, but yeah, a little bit of maybe red tint. I don't know if you're talking about me or someone else, but hey, Julie. Oh, Julie, I got to tell you, before you do anything, I greatly apologize. There were these little packets in the envelope that I did not see when I opened this up last week. So I apologize, but thank you so much. You guys, she gave me a couple little really fun packets of tea. And this one was like a Christmas herbal one. It's something berry. Can't see it, it's hidden. And this one is a Christmas tea, but it's a black tea. So it's really cute with a little spoon and everything in it. Very cute, very cute. Thank you so much. And some hot peppers. I mean, look at this. Isn't that kind of fun? I have to try to grow these this year. Just because, it's always good to have some hot pepper mix somewhere. You made those, Julie? Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So is this like a little cup that you can actually drink out of, or is that for your tea bag once you're done with it in your cup? And then it's got, some sugar. So sugar and tea. Nice. Very nice. Very fun. So you do craft fairs then? What kind of fairs do you go to? Okay, so it would just be for like your used tea bag. You could put it back in there then, right? Okay, thanks. I know, it was a good thing I looked in the envelope before I threw it away. So I do tend to do that, but in the midst of my excitement with the soap, I just didn't see it in there. So I appreciate it so much. Thank you. So Dave, I'm going to think about you. Oh my goodness sakes. So ones that you sell that, and then Christmas you make a lot. Okay. Your soap is so good. I started using the calendula citrus one. Smells so wonderful. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. So we have, you'll hear my furnace kicking in every once in a while. It's like, the wind blowing through here. So if you hear that, that's what it is. But today has just been a mixed bag of things. Hey, Vonnie, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. We started out with freezing drizzle this morning. I had to go somewhere, so I stepped out my step and just went shoo. Luckily, I didn't fall. If I had, I would have fallen right back and hit my head on the cement steps, which would not have been good. But anyway, so it was just slick out. And then it turned to huge snowflakes just coming down like crazy. And then this afternoon, it's been sunny. It's just been nuts. Right now, it's totally sunny and beautiful. So chilly, yes. I don't even know what the temp is right now. Hey, Kiri, welcome. Thank you for coming. I turned Siri on instead of opening it on my phone. She won't know what the temperature is. Okay, it's 30 degrees right now here, but with a west wind of 21 miles an hour. So adds to the wind chill a little bit. So that's where we are. Um, yeah, there's a lot of things closing down, that's for sure. Hey, Katie, thanks for coming in. Hi, Connie. Hugs to you. Yep, lots and lots of things closing down. A lot of people needing to work from home, but like at hotels and things, you just can't clean a room remotely. It just doesn't work. So it all depends. So Dave, you have very similar temps that we do. So, yep. So you guys, thank you, mods, for being here. Really appreciate it. Oh, you know what? I had that earlier this afternoon, Katie. So, yeah, just around lunchtime or so. Hey, Nathan, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. 72 with the AC on. Yep. Thanks for being here, Eli. I'll try to give you as many as I can. How's that? Yeah, I know, Bonnie. It's like everybody around the nation, around the world, really is in this situation. It really is. So I am just trying to stay home as much as I can. Trying to self-isolate here, staying away from family and friends and everybody. So if I didn't have you guys, I'd probably be going stir crazy. It's not easy. It really isn't. So oh, Connie, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's difficult. Absolutely, especially when we're going through with all the stuff that we are. So all right. Tonight, I want to talk about a lot of stuff. I mean, I'll wait another 5 minutes or something, but because I just want to let some more people come in and everything. So, yes, self-isolation is hard. Yep, it is, Dave. Yep. Oh, Nathan, we already know that, right? Oh, so yeah. Oh, hey, Leanna, thanks for being here. Scott, I sent you an email. I don't know if you got it or not. Hey, Pete, from Pete's Little Homestead. Thanks for coming in. 21 people already here. That's awesome. That is so great. Leanna, are you in the sunshine now? Kelly Hale from Alabama. Hi, Kelly. How are you doing down there? Thanks, Dave. Mims, hey. Oh, you know what? That's very true. That's been really hard for a lot of people, and just having good reception and downloading and different things like that. So I'm hoping you guys have a good picture here today. I'm hoping. So anyway, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. So give me a thumbs up if you're Irish at all. I mean, I am. So I don't know how many other people here are. Katie is an Irish name, so we'll have to see. Now, I don't have anything green to wear, and I was really looking for this button that they used to have called Kiss Me, I'm Irish, but I think it's not really PC anymore, so nobody's carrying it. So I'm just going to wear this unless it irritates me to no end. So that's all the green. You know this is going to work. It's all the green I have right now. So, oh, good. Oh, Leanna McCoy. Yeah, that's Irish. Very good. Hey, Bub. Thanks for coming in. You're Irish? Or are you just saying hi? Oh, you have some Irish in you somewhere. All right. I'm not going to ask where. Actually, not Irish. Your nephews and nieces are. Okay. You're part Irish, German, mostly Canadian. Dad is from Newfoundland. Very cool. Hey, giddy up, gal. Thanks for coming in. Nathan, you're just too much there. All right. Well, is this like irritating you guys? I don't know. We'll see how far I get with it. I don't normally wear things like this, so we'll see. Mims, your family is Scotch-Irish. O'Farrell? Yeah, I didn't have any shamrocks to wear today, so we'll see what I can pull off tomorrow. But, it's self-isolating. Nobody's going to see it, so unless I do another live, but probably won't. You did your DNA and found out you're 15% Irish. Oh, I'm 3/8. And I'm Kelly. Your family came from Dublin. Very cool. I don't remember what county my relatives came from, or I should say my ancestors. But it's back probably 3 or 4 generations. And, but yeah, I think it's, I don't even remember which county. But yeah, I think everybody else in my family has been to Ireland except me. I have not been there. It's like on my bucket list. I would love to get there someday. You've driven through Dublin, George? Oh, that's good. If it was green, yes, we'll count that. A happy St. Patty's Day to everybody, too, for tomorrow. You're 30. Bub, I'm not even going to repeat that one, okay? So, anyway, kiss the Blarney Stone. I know. I actually want to go to all the cliffs, near County Donegal and up in that area. It's just like, yes, Dave, and get over to Scotland too. Absolutely, definitely. Those would be awesome. So, you guys ready for just a little short history lesson on St. Patrick? I know a lot of you know what St. Patrick's Day is, when we have the shamrocks and St. Patrick's Day parades and all that kind of stuff. But St. Patrick was actually born in 387 AD, so way back. Hey, Tori, thanks so much. Oh, wow, the whole Bay Area. That's going to be tough. Absolutely. Hey, Joe, thanks for coming in. 49 and sunny. So St. Patrick was born in actually Roman Britain. He was not of Irish descent, so he was born in Britain. But when he was 14 years old, he was captured by the Irish pirates during a raid. And he was taken to Ireland as a slave. He was a slave there for 6 years until he was 20 years old. Then he escaped. He got to the coast and found some sailors that he was able to get on a ship with and get back to Ireland to his family. But can you imagine your family not even knowing where you were? I mean, this happened all over the place in Ireland, or in Ireland and Britain at that point in time. There were just the raiding parties, the barbarians and the Celtics, and it was just like, yeah, it was crazy time. So anyway, he got back to his family and was with them, and then was eventually ordained and became a bishop. And then he returned to Ireland. That's where he was kind of commissioned, where he spent 40 more years ministering to everybody there. And part of the legends that were there, one was that he converted a tribal chieftain who had tried to kill him. And then through some other events and stuff, he actually drove out all the snakes from Ireland, because apparently they were a real problem. And through him, all snakes were driven out. And he was, and to this day, Ireland has no snakes. So nobody go there and bring one though. I don't think they would let you through customs. We don't want to start that up again. So anyway, those are kind of some of the things. And so he often used shamrocks to explain the Trinity and everything. So that's where the shamrocks came in. It had to have been a 3-leaf clover, not a 4-leaf clover. And so I don't remember which one is more common, a 3-leaf or 4-leaf. I don't know. So anyway, hey, Miss Lippy, thanks for coming in. Thanks, Alicia. I appreciate that. How do you drive out snakes? It was through a miracle that he did that. And I'm not sure exactly the details behind that one because it was so long ago. But 3-leaf is more common. Okay. So Miss Lippy, I love having you here. That's awesome. You're so great. Hi, Big Dreams Homestead. Thank you for being here. I hope I'm not missing anybody. If I am, please just repeat it or something. So, yeah, exactly, Leanna. There aren't any. So anyway, he ended up, through the shamrock and everything, converted entire kingdoms to Christianity. So it was like kind of a cool thing. So he lived to be 74 years old, and he died in the year 461, I think it was. Yep, 461, on March 17th. So that's where we get that from. So anyway. Oh, thanks, Tori. Yep. Exactly, Alicia, through the power of God. Absolutely. That's why I said it was a miracle that that was there. So thank you. Thank you, Julie. All right. I had my topic all picked out and all my notes and everything. And then the Holler Homestead put up a video later this afternoon. It's called Light in the Darkness. And it was a lot of the same things that I had. I even made a comment to them. It's like, you had a sneak peek at my notes. So anyway, I think it's just a great message, no matter how many times it gets said, what can be done, the different things, but just to have that hope. And you guys know that my subtitle for my channel is about hope in the darkness. And, there's a lot of darkness right now, but we need that light. We need that hope. And we just need to really kind of focus on that. And what I kind of want to talk about is kind of looking past like the current crisis in the way of trying to do things that can give you hope for tomorrow. Because people focus on just right now, just today. Hey, Cecilia, thanks so much. And it's like, that's where we end up with suicides and all kinds of things because people are just focused on today. It's like, let's look at what we can actively do to make tomorrow better. And, we all know things are kind of wonky out there right now. So very first thing that we need to do for any situation or crisis like this is to pray. And I will tell you guys that at the end of the last couple minutes of my live tonight, I will go into prayer with you guys. So if you're not into that, that's totally fine. You can leave at that point. I don't have any problem with that. But I think right now we just really need to pray for our nation, for the people in the world, everybody who's sick, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, be doing that. But that's our first thing. To give us hope, we need to bring it to somebody bigger, somebody who can handle it. And, anyway. So some practical things to help you through this and to kind of, especially if you're somebody who's not prepped already, if you're somebody who doesn't homestead, if you're somebody who doesn't have all these things already in place or anything like that. And that's kind of, kind of more what this is geared to, I guess. A lot of it too is kind of a reminder for the rest of us, like how much is going to be important, to us and everything. Scott, do I need to read that now? Or can I read it later? Just let me know. So one practical thing, first one, is keep your gas tanks filled. If it gets down a quarter of a tank, go fill it up again. If you're only putting $5 or $6 in, no big deal, but just keep your gas tank full. Because you don't want to get it down lower than a half, absolutely. But just keep your gas tank full. If you go in the stores right now, you'll notice that the area of the store that is in great abundance is the fresh foods. And people aren't even looking at that. Chelsea with Little Mountain Ranch did a great video last week on the importance of the fresh foods and the fresh vegetables and how the nutrients are so important, because people are like buying out the vitamins and they're buying out this and buying all the junk food and buying all this, but they don't realize the benefits of the fresh food. Go and buy 3 or 4 bunches of kale, dehydrate them, and make a kale powder, and then add that to whatever you're making. Throw it in your eggs, throw it in your smoothies, throw it in your soup or whatever. But you've got, kale, which is so rich in everything. So, Cecilia, you've been dehydrating like crazy, and you're going to be canning tonight. Okay, good. I canned all weekend, so I've got dehydrating to do coming up. But oh, good, Katie. I'm glad you filled up. That's great. Yeah, hi, Cecilia. There's, and Gypsy, hello. Hey, Rustic Traditions. Oh, stumbling over my words. Yes, the stores are empty and there are fresh foods and veggies, absolutely. Today, the lettuce area was just overflowing. And, it's crazy. You just need to go in, but know how to deal with it. Like, I had gotten last week some mushrooms. I have props tonight, guys. So one of the things that I canned was mushrooms. So this is a half pint, and I got like 2 pounds of mushrooms, which is not a lot. But anyway, so I got 6 little half pints of mushrooms. But with this, I also got mushroom broth or stock. And so I got, a half dozen jars of broth too, which I can use for soup, which is like a bonus, which is really good. So for, $4 or $5 worth of mushrooms, I got quite a bit of food here. So things that I can use for stuff down the road. Hey, Sunny Preps. Hi. What else do we have here? You guys, you mods. Oh, you're just awesome. Oh. Leanna, you don't like mushrooms? Julie, yes, mushrooms, you do. This is actually from Jerusalem. So it's olive wood from Jerusalem. It looks like a Celtic one, but it's actually a Jerusalem cross. So, but thanks. You have a huge jar of turmeric. Can you put it in capsules and be the same as the vitamin type? I'm not sure. That's a spice. It would depend on, I don't know, I guess I would check to see what your source says when you bought it, if it is straight like organic turmeric, or if it's if there's something added to it. I don't know. Okay, thanks, Leanna, for getting that. I appreciate that. Dehydrated little Debbie's. Oh my gosh, that would be funny. Mimsy, you'll have to let you know that one. Thanks, Miss Lippy. I appreciate that. The Crusaders wore the cross of Jerusalem. Yes, they did. And I believe they had it on their banners too, that they, I think it was, they had a number of different flags and banners, but I think that that was one. So Julie, you need to add pepper. Is that to the turmeric? So you guys are awesome, growing your own stuff. So yeah, putting in scrambled eggs. Yeah, there's a lot of these things that you can actually add to your foods like that and make them even better. Can you grow little devils? Oh, you have to ask Mimsy that. Maybe, you know, if she finds things in her garden like that, that's, that might be. So, oh, Leanna, that's a good point. The pepper helps to assimilate the turmeric better. Oh, interesting. Scott, did you come back? Or did I lose you completely? Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, there you are. You know what, Scott? It's so much easier than what we think to grow our own herbs. It really is. You just have to get the plant started. And I do recommend for most of them to start the plants inside and then transplant them outside. Get them and start them now. Give them a good head start so that they can be well established and get them in there. You got a cold host of sting dongs. Oh, I got to stay away from that kind of stuff, guys. It's just not good for me. When you were a child, you were in the Crusaders in your church. It was like Girl Scouts was weekly. Well, that's cool. Gemini, you've got a wax bone relic of St. Vincent de Paul. Wow. That is very cool. Scott, you haven't been able to finagle that one yet, huh? Even a $50 one. Okay. Yep. Now for herbs, though, what you could do is, you know, once they grow, you can bundle them and then just hang them to dry. And you can do that. I think I'm going to do a lot more of that this year just because they're coming at the same time as a lot of other things. And I want to be able to kind of balance my time out a little bit better rather than, you know, taking up tons of time, picking out the leaves and dehydrating them and getting them in there. Just bundle these long stems of things and then hang them, and then I can get to it when I can. So, so Dave, you've already started all of yours. Awesome. Lavender, sage, catnip, thyme. Very good. I'm going to probably be starting some herbs in the next couple weeks here for sure. You found your big dreams. You planted donut seeds. Oh, I'd like to know what those seeds look like. Are they round? Oh, goodness sakes. I'm getting a little behind here. Catnip is high in vitamin C. Okay, awesome. Oh, that's good. Big dreams. No, I appreciate it. That's so good. Yes, in a pinch, you can dry in your own oven. Absolutely. Yes, Scott. So you don't need, technically, a dehydrator makes it easy because it's set aside and you can still use your oven and everything for actually cooking and stuff, but you can dry things in your oven. You know, just do some research on that, figure out like what temperatures they need to be at. A lot of times, just having the light bulb on in there can actually get you to the right temperature, but you have to see. Hi, gardening from scratch. Toilet paper seeds for sale. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? You know, if they cut those up into little rings, you know, it goes even further. So what do we have here? Oh, you guys. Eli. Oh, you and your cat tacos. Oh, goodness sakes. I think every week you throw that in there somewhere. That's true, Dave. The dehydrator is more precise and accurate, and it's easier to control in that way, but you can do that. You're now trading toilet paper for eggs? Oh, goodness. I just was able to get some more eggs today, so Leanne, I'm good for eggs for quite a while. I think I've got 5 dozen right now, so I'm totally good for a good while. Hey, you guys, I gotta get back to my list here. Okay, so get fresh veggies, can them, dehydrate them, ferment them to make them last a few months in your refrigerator. So I got some cabbage that was there, and I'm going to ferment that. There's a lot of other things that you can do. So, get the fresh foods there and do things with them so that you've got at least vegetables that can help you through that point. So, and they're not expensive right now. Everything else is so high in price that you're being and off the shelf. So, all right. The next thing, if you need more storage space for toilet paper or canned goods or whatever it is that you need, clear out a closet. Get rid of an area that is just not either being used or is not really highly critical or necessary. Oh, thanks, Leanna. Yeah. And just to make that space, because there's a lot of things in our homes typically that we just really aren't using in a certain area. Maybe combine 2 closets or something like that. If there are a lot of extra clothes or things that you have, give them away to somebody who needs them at this point. So very true, Eli. Pickled eggs last forever. So pickle things, ferment things, get some stuff going like that. And, just look online for all these things. There's lots of YouTube videos out there about all this stuff. Check it out, see what's going on. Oh, big dreams here in an RV. Okay. Oh, under the RV, there you go. You could even create some type of waterproof space on top too, if you need more storage, probably. Hey, Dave, thanks for coming in. Yep, clean out the old closet, use it for a better purpose. And if you need to, just even use blocks to make shelves and boards. It doesn't have to be something that, I have to go in and put a $200 shelving unit type of thing in there. No, but shelves do help to keep things more organized, but make do with what you've got. Gardening from scratch, I'm so sorry. Yeah, anxiety. You guys just need to just have some calm with this and peace. It's like we know where that fear is amping up from, and it's just not a good place to be. I definitely feel for everybody. Eli, not all of us can go that direction, absolutely, but it would be nice. So Katie, you're fermenting. Awesome. That's so great. Farming Our Backyard, thanks for coming in. So for those of you coming in, this is just my attempt at some greenery for St. Patrick's Day. So it's just, that's it. Nothing else. Cecilia, that's what I've been doing too, is taking meat in my freezer and canning it. This weekend I canned chicken and pork chops and roast and corned beef. And here's my corned beef that I can break out for tomorrow if I want to for St. Patrick's Day. But otherwise, is there. So I've got the corned beef done. The other thing, sorry, I got my box of props here. So you can your meat too, yeah. You know what? Canning, the other advantage of canning your meat from that's in your freezer is that you're making room in there for maybe freezing some of the vegetables. If you're getting like a few heads of broccoli or cauliflower or something, just blanch those, freeze them. So you've got your own frozen veggies in there. And that'll be great. So you can do that. Yeah, Cecilia, absolutely. So, hey, Priceless Notions, thanks for coming in. Happy St. Pat's Day to you too. All right. The next thing, take inventory of what you have. Just don't buy indiscriminately. Just don't go through the store. It's like, oh, I'm going to grab this and grab, because you're buying out of panic and you're buying out of fear. So really take stock of the things that you have. Say, well, I already have 2 jars of peanut butter. Do I really need another one? You know, or whatever. Or I have, you know, I've got 5 roasts in the freezer. Do I need another one? It's like, no, let's spread things out a little bit, because we do want to make sure, there you go, Dave, make a menu and buy from the menu. Like, you know, plan out what you're going to cook, plan out what you normally eat and what you want to make, and just stick with that. And, you know, don't have to buy into the hype that you have to buy all beans and rice and everything, because there's a lot of other food available. I don't know, is this helping anybody? So I know, Alicia. Okay. The other thing is to connect with neighbors, to work with them, to work together with them or help them. I know a lot of us are like, I don't want anybody to know the stuff I have, you know, and everything. But if you just connect with them to find out exactly where they're at with it, you know, just if they're like, I've got some neighbors across the street, they're a young couple, they've got like 3 or 4 little kids, I mean, little ones. And it's like, you know, I need to get over there and talk to them and everything. But it's like, are they running out of food? You know, they've got children to feed, little ones. And so maybe I have another jar of peanut butter that I can give them, or, you know, or something like that. Whatever it is. So just, you know, be considerate of the neighbors that are there to help you, because then they in turn can be there to help you, and just work together. Find neighbors and friends that actually garden. So if you're, you know, trying to figure out, it's like, okay, I don't know how to garden, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to can, I don't know any of this stuff, and I need to learn this really fast. Go, you know, just drive around in your area, find those people who are gardening, and approach them. Just exactly. Sorry, I'm missing some things here. Yeah, Sunny Preps, that the you know, I don't eat them either, but I've got some for like trading purposes, for bartering. Like, you know, somebody might have something that I need, and, you know, maybe even a gallon of gas if I need to get somewhere or something. So so yes, Eli, pre-planning prevents perfect. Yes. Hey, Arkansas Woodcutter, welcome. Scott, are you still here? I can't remember if you bought a large jug of laundry detergent for under $5. Yeah, there are things that are out there. You go to the dollar store or whatever. So, Julie, people are crashing and running off the roads in the mountains right now with all the snow. Oh no! Oh, not good. Thanks, Cecilia. Yeah, I appreciate the help that you guys are giving each other. So find somebody who gardens in your area and approach them and say, I don't know how to can. I don't have a canner. Do you know how to can? Can you help me? Can you teach me? Can I bring, can you show me how to garden? I want to be self-sufficient. And if you let them know that you want to work at it for yourself and not leech off of them and take all their supplies, then that goes a long way. Try to maybe even offer something to them that you would have in place of it or whatever. Yes, I like that, Dave. Victory Garden 2020. Absolutely. So, but work together with them. Just say, can I bring my stuff over to your house and we can one afternoon? Or, it's like, I've got all these tomatoes. Show me what to do with them. People are going to be very helpful if you are willing to do, help them. Just say, maybe you say, I'll come and help you weed your garden for an afternoon if you help me, help show me how to can, or let me use your canner or something like that. So there are a lot of ways through just effort that you can work with each other. It doesn't have to be barter for product to product. It can be a service. It can be helping one another. And I think that's going to be the bigger thing that's going to be out there. Hey, Elf Lord's Journey. Appreciate you coming. So Eli, oh, yep. We're going to be finding a lot of that. Yep. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of family members. I'm the only one in my entire family that preps. And I know that there's going to be a lot of them coming to me that just like, I'm out of this, I'm out of that. Do you have any food? So that's part of what my prepping has been for, is not just for myself, but knowing that there's going to be somebody beyond myself that I'm going to need to help. And you know what? It's not easy, but you just have to trust in the Lord to take care of it all after that. So, yeah, needles and thread to mend cloths, absolutely. So, yeah, so canned food. All right, the other thing that's in huge abundance right now in the stores are seeds. So, some of the, excuse me, my throat got dry all of a sudden. Like Walmart, Menards, I don't know about Lowe's or Home Depot or anything, but the bigger stores, their seed racks are full. People aren't thinking of that. They're thinking immediate food right now. So go and stock up on seeds if you're able to. Walmart seeds are usually cheaper. You can get packs for like $1.49 or something. There's a lot of places online you can get seeds yet. Some of them are running out though, because the ones that we know are the ones that homesteaders and preppers go to. So Cecilia, you don't have very many seeds. Okay. Maybe it's because here planting season hasn't started yet, so that's why I'm seeing a lot of them. But yeah, up north there's a lot of seeds up here yet. Tori, you stocked up on soil for your neighbor, and okay, yep. 89 cents in some stores. Oh, nice. Oh, good, Scott. Awesome. So anyway, there's a lot of seeds typically out there. If you guys are in an area where you don't have seeds, let those of us in the north know if there's something that you need, something that you want, and I'm sure the rest of you too will go to the store and pick up, 10 packs of tomato seeds or something, whatever it is that you need. But let the community know. Thanks, Scott. Hi, Olivia. All right. The other big thing that you can do to prepare for all this is to learn. Just go on YouTube, get Kindle books, whatever it is. Go to the library if you feel comfortable with that, to check out books. But learn as much as you can right now while people are isolated and you're hunkered in. But take this time to truly learn before we get into the crazy craziness of summer and the heat of summer and all the stuff that's going, take this time to do that. And, you know, learn more about gardening, learn about canning, study about that, watch videos, um, learn about dehydrating, learn about building things with scrap wood, raising chickens, cooking from scratch. People, as a general rule, don't know how to do that anymore. How to take, a meat and a vegetable and a potato or something and put all that together and make a meal. They're used to ready-made meals. They're used to somebody doing it for them. And so learn how to do that, cooking from scratch. The other thing is to develop new skills that you have or that you need and you want to learn, like how to use a chainsaw, how to just saw wood with a handsaw, doing different sawing, drilling, measuring properly, measuring areas or wood or whatever. Learn how to dig things. So there's a lot of people who've never picked up a shovel and never dug a hole or a trench or anything like that. So thank you, Eli. Thank you, guys. Awesome, Katie. That's good. Yeah. Awesome. Yep. Exactly, Cecilia. Get some soil. I've picked up 3 bags recently, so for my potting mix to get things started. So because at some point people are going to figure that out, and there's going to be a run on soil, and like you said, Cecilia, run on seeds. Hey, Gail's Garden Herbs and More. Hi. You like my flower? It's the green it's the only green I have for St. Patrick's Day. It's kind of falling down, but anyway, it's getting irritating, so it's going. Oh, that's better. Thank you. I can actually hear out of this ear. Okay. So develop some skills. So digging. Learn how to start a fire. If you have a fireplace, great. Otherwise, go outside in a safe place, like a sand pit or something if you need it. But, you can even do it in the middle of your garden if it's just all dirt out there right now. But learn how to build a fire. Learn the proper ways to do it. Get the materials that you need. So, learn all that. Study about how to produce wood ash, and how to collect it. The ash that comes from burning those fires and everything. Collect the wood ash. Learn how to save seed. We talked about that last week, about saving seeds. Oh, man, I'm running out of time. This hour has gone so fast, guys. Oh, my goodness. And I've got, like, a huge list here. So I hope I'm not missing things. So you guys are awesome. It's so great. The other thing that's really going to be key for you is to find new sources of food and supplies, either online, because there's a lot of places online. That is true. That's true, Eli. If you've got some really good soil right on your property, you don't need to do that. Alicia, you got to open the damper. You have to figure that one out. So food and supplies. There are places online yet that are that still have a lot of food, like Butcher Box has a lot of meat yet. There's a bunch of other places. You guys really want me to keep on going? I'm going to be crossing over on Stivers because I do have more stuff, but I don't know if I have an hour. I just have to visit with you guys. But all right, so find new sources of food and supplies. Yeah, just start researching online, find out those places, because there's a lot of the smaller companies that have food available, and a lot of those smaller ones that because right now everybody's just going out to the local stuff and Amazon. That's the easiest stuff. So just keep looking at that. Go local. Find your if your local stores are selling out, check with farmers around there that maybe are willing to sell eggs, sell chickens, sell, beef or whatever. But really, Cecilia, thanks. Thing is, I'm a mod for them, but I know that they have a lot. But I'll go over a little bit. I'm probably not a whole nother hour. But anyway, yeah, go to farmers, that are around in your area. Now, if you're in a big city, that's a little harder. I know, totally understand that. But just start researching and connecting and asking people and talking about it. We're self-isolating, but that doesn't mean that we have to be isolated in that way, emotionally and connecting. We are so blessed with this kind of thing that's going on. Hey, Copper Kettle Farms. We're so blessed to be able to have the connection and the communication that we do. I mean, can you imagine right now if our internet went down? How totally. I mean, that is really isolated, and that's what they dealt with back in the 17, 1800s, and back then it was even 100 years ago. But we are really, really blessed to have that right now. Because I don't know what I do, you guys. I mean, because I'm pretty much self-isolating here. I mean, I'm going out for absolute necessities, but I haven't seen my family for a while, and I won't until this is all over with. And there's a very real possibility I could lose my parents in the middle of all this too. So, that's not something that I really I obviously don't look forward to that, but I hope it doesn't happen. And I hope nothing like that happens to you guys. Okay, so yes, keep those connections open. The other thing is, within all of this is for those of you who have families, or even just as a married couple or something, reestablish. Thanks, Alicia. Reestablish your home as the core of your family life. Now, Alicia, I know you have young children. I don't know if Karen is here or not, but hey, Cheryl Williams. Yes, the Amish, they know how to help neighbors. They know how to do that. And we could certainly take some good lessons from them and maybe even connect with them too. That would be a good source. I have Amish probably about 50 miles north of me, actually, Leanna, between you and I. But there's a lot of Mennonites around my area too. So I could always, go to them for food too if I needed to. But I know a lot of farmers. I mean, I have a lot of farmer friends. So it ends up being not too bad. So anyway, reestablish your home as the core of your family life. I mentioned on Roots and Refuge last night to Jess. I said it's like we're being given a reboot for society. It's like we need to get this started over again. So, hi, Caitlin. Hello, sweetie. Oh, iPod died. Oh, thanks so much. Hey, Tinker's wife. You assume everyone has an emergency activation plan and meetup location. That's another thing. It's definitely to have the plan there. And I'm kind of focusing on, just like, what do we do to go forward after this? So I'm not really but yes, definitely activation plan. Try to figure out, how are you going to keep in contact? How are you going to keep in communication if communication goes down? So definitely want to have that. Hey, Dave Northwater, thanks so much. What did you say? They know how to. That's true. That's true. But thanks, Caitlin. Caitlin is a very beautiful Irish name too. Oh, I know Grandma's so happy. It's like, unfortunately, I don't know. It's, I mean, my dad is just, he's, can't do much, and he just allows everybody to take care of him. But my mom is kind of, she's got this thing about that if she thinks it's not going to affect her, it doesn't exist. So if she mentally thinks that, okay, if this person comes to my house, I'm not going to get it because he's, this person's going to be okay. And I know that it's not going to hit me. I know it's not going to get me. And it's like, she's always been that way. And it's like, oh, it's frustrating because she ended up having a guest over for lunch today from another part of the state who's in contact with a lot of people. And my sister and I were just like, oh, Mom, why did you do that? Why, it's like, this is not the time. So anyway, thanks, Eli. Yep. It is a huge reboot. And you're right, the government doesn't like it. And because it's something totally out of their control. They don't know what to do with this. So Alicia, you don't have an activation plan. Yeah, it's, we get so busy with our lives too, with our communication and everything, that we don't really put a plan into place in something like that. So that's okay, Mark. That's fine. So anyway, again, the Hollers on their video today, the Light in the Darkness, covered a lot of these same things too, just a little bit of a different, I don't want to say spin on it, but a little different things, but very much the same thing. It's just like, let's not focus on the fear and panic and everything right now. We want to give hope to people. And I think that's kind of my biggest message with all this tonight. It's like, what can you do to actively do something to give you that hope that there's going to be a tomorrow, that there's going to be a better day, that there's going to be something else that you can work towards? Because we always need that. That's part of our human nature. We need to have something to go forward with, don't we? And it's like, if we don't, then we curl up and die. And it's like, that's not what the Lord wants for us. It's not what we need to have. So anyway, a little note from last week. I had, or maybe it was last week or a couple weeks ago, I made we were talking about baking soda. Oh, it was a couple weeks ago. And I had thought that cream of tartar came from the foam from cooking potatoes, but it doesn't. I think I had read that in one of Laura Ingalls Wilder's books or something. So, but it's probably more of a potato starch. However, I did read a lot of things that can be toxic. So, so don't eat the foam. So, yes, Alicia, that'd be great. Yes, you can certainly email me. I don't know if one of the mods wants to put my email or not, but that would be totally fine. It's also on my channel. It should be listed below the video here. Yes, Elf Lords, just prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and pray. Oh, I like that. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best, pray for the rest. Yes, Eli, perspectives and priorities, absolutely. So, all right. So anyway, the cream of tartar actually comes from winemaking, not from the potatoes. So just had to kind of throw that in there. It's like in wine casks and sometimes in the bottles on the corks, there will be like a white, there are the crystals that will form in there. They call them wine diamonds. And so it happens during the fermentation of the grape juice. And so it forms in there, and especially when it's stored colder. So anyway, that doesn't dissolve naturally into the wine. So what you can do is you scrape that off, and they're crystals and they're called potassium bitartrate. So that's your tartar, your cream of tartar. And you remove them by filtering it through 2 layers of cheesecloth and all that kind of stuff. And then you just dry it and powder it, and there you go. There's your cream of tartar. So one of the reasons they're a little more expensive. So thanks, guys. You guys are great. You're mods. I appreciate that. So I had a couple more things in here, but anyway, this is something that I can now. It wasn't a full jar, so but this is a sweet and sour chicken. So it's chicken with some potatoes and pineapple and different things and onions and stuff in there. And so if you can a full meal like this and then you just warm it up. I mean, I could even eat. No, Tinker's wife, I didn't know that. But anyway, you could take this out and even eat it unheated. So, but what I have to do is, because of this particular recipe, you want it thickened, I will actually write, oops, I don't know if you can see it on there. There we go. It's like add, I have to add 1 teaspoon of arrowroot to it, but it would be the same as like flour or cornstarch or something like that. So, so anyway, that's something you can do. For another thing to help you in your house, because so many people are, I don't know, there's a lot of people that throw away leftovers too, and it's like recipe. I will try to, Tori, email me. It came out of a book, but yeah, if you email me, I'll let you know that. So it's sweet and sour chicken. So when so many people just throw away their leftovers. I don't know how many of you guys would do that here because we're homesteaders, but so anyway, leftovers, it's a waste, really. If, a lot of people go through disposable type of Tupperware type of things. Storing your food in plastic is not a good idea anyway. So if you can, just take a mason jar with one of these screw tops and just put your leftovers in here. If it's soup or something like that, you just store it, and same with these glass containers. So there, I emptied my box. But, and then I've got one other thing. Oh, this is the last of my peppermint from my garden. So I do have a bunch more that I got at the store. But anyway, this helps me to know how much I will go through next year, because peppermint tea is something I take every day. And I tell you what I grew in the garden is far superior than the organic dried stuff I'm getting at the store bulk. So it's like, definitely want to be doing that. But some other things that you can do for the future to help prepare yourselves and everything is, now these guys were little last summer, and I transplanted them because their roots were pretty bound. And is my aloe plant. There's 2 plants. There you go. Hi. There you go. So anyway, these things are huge. I've had them in the windowsill, but they're like not fitting my windowsill anymore. So anyway, aloe is a great medicinal. It's even the juice from it is edible. So for healing properties and different things like that. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Copper Kettle Farms. Appreciate that. And Cecilia. So anyway, I think that's all of my props, my show and tell. Do you guys have any questions? Is there anything that you want to contribute on things that you think that we should be doing to help us down the line? We all know what we need to do within the next 2 to 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 8 weeks that we've got there, but something that can really help you to not feel more secure, but to feel like you're actually actively doing something to help with your prepping in that way. So I know we're going over saving seeds. Okay, yep. Looking at saving seeds. Oh, Caitlin, I'm glad you like peppermint tea. So this is my tea, my respiratory tea, which I continue to take since I was sick, just to try to get my lungs strong again. Yes, you can make hand sanitizer. Absolutely. Right now, the stores are all out of rubbing alcohol and aloe. You can also, yeah, with the aloe plants, I could use that. Um, You can also use some like bath gel with the rubbing alcohol and make hand sanitizer. It doesn't have to be just aloe gel. I mean, that's probably the best thing for your skin, but you could use something else to learn new skills, baking, canning, dehydrating, sewing. Yep. Absolutely keep in prayer and keep in contact. Um, hey, Christina Elliott, thanks so much for coming. In San Francisco, all surrounding counties are now shelter in place beginning midnight tonight. Ooh. All right. But you know, this is a time that we just have to trust the Lord. We certainly do. Okay. All right. Well, I think I want to thank all my mods. Are there any still here? Oh yeah, Julie and Cecilia are here. Okay. So I'm going to take the last couple minutes here, and if you guys are okay with this, I just want to go into prayer. If not, you're certainly welcome to leave. Otherwise, I think it's really, really important. I mean, yesterday I know there was like a national day of prayer, but we just know. Thank you, Mark. We just know that there's a lot more to this than just supply lines being cut. You know, so we need to definitely come against this. So, Heavenly Father, we just come before you. Lord, as your children, we know that you're going to take care of us. We know that you are sovereign in all things, that you are the Lord of all creation. Do you know exactly everything that's going on? You know our hearts and our minds. You know our supplies and our the people who are dying, Lord, the people who are sick. I mean, it increases so quickly. Do you also know the fear that people are dealing with? Lord, we know that this fear comes from people not being in control of their lives anymore, and that scares them to death because they don't know how to trust you. Lord Jesus, we just need you to come and just place your hands upon us. Give us the peace and the calm that we need right now in our lives. Those of us who are feeling anxious, Lord, that the uncertainty that's in the future, especially if you have small children, it's so difficult right now. But we know that you will take care of us in one way or another, Lord, that we know that you are the King of all creation. You're the King of our lives. You are the one who provides for all our needs. You are present, Lord. You are merciful. You are goodness. You are love. And just be there for us, Lord Jesus. We just thank you for this. And we just stand beneath the waterfall of your grace. We need the grace of your peace right now, Lord. We need the grace of your trust. We need you to fill us right now, Lord, with all that. Help us to go forward. Help us to know what to do. Lead us to those people who need help, Lord. Lead us to those people who can help us. But in all of this, just fill us with the love that you have and that you are, Lord, the love that you are. Just fill us with that so that we can be that love to other people. and that peace and that calm in the crisis. We thank you, Lord, for all this. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I don't know if anybody's even still here. Oh, yeah, we still got some people here. So, all right. Appreciate it. Okay, guys. Thank you, moderators. Thank you for being here. I love how the delay. Now I'm getting all your amens. So I'm going to head over to Stivers because I have to mod over there, and but we'll be back here next Monday. And you guys take care. I love y'all. I appreciate so much you hanging around and being here. So thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's, whatever happens, we know the destination, and that's our hope, that we know the destination. And so anyway, you guys take care. God bless. Love y'all. Always have hope. All right. Good night.